In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to tie the figure 8 stopper knot, the figure 8 on a bite, which is a loop knot, the figure 8 follow through, two different ways. The first way to make a loop, and the second way to tie two ropes together, so use it as a bend. So stick around and I hope you enjoy. To tie the figure 8 knot, you're going to take your rope and cross it over itself. Here I've got the working end going over my standing end. Now I'm going to bring it around behind, forming the bottom of my figure 8, and poke it down through the top. And then there's a figure 8. If you tie it in the end like that, that would be a figure 8 stopper knot. Now if you want to make a figure 8 loop, you start by making it on a bite. So make the bite about 16 inches. The center of this bite is going to be the center of your loop. You want to tie your knot down here, but you want to leave enough tail for security. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to bring the working end over your standing end. That makes the top of your figure 8. Then you're going to bring your working end around behind, making the bottom of the figure 8. Then poke your bite, which makes your loop, through the top of the figure 8. Just tighten it all up. You can dress it to make it look good. And there you have a figure 8 loop. And you can take a carabiner and hook this into a harness. This is a climbing knot. Make sure you tie it right if you're going to climb with it. And this is a climbing rated carabiner. So make sure you have the right gear. Maybe you want to tie it and put this dog leash clasp on there. So you have to put this on the rope before you tie the knot. Here's how. Take that loop back out. So you're going to put this on the rope before you form that bite. You make that bite, again, about 16 inches. And put this in the end of that bite. Then you come back down here and start your knot. The working end goes over the standing end, comes around, and down through the top. And there you have your dog leash clasp tied on with the figure 8 knot. To get it off, you will have to untie the knot or have your dog chew the rope. Another way to do that is to use the follow-through method. So you'll give yourself lots of rope. I'm going to start about 3 feet in. Tie the figure 8 stopper knot and leave it loose. Now I'm going to loop my clasp on there, pull it back, and decide how much loop I want out of the knot. In this case, I don't need too much. Now, if you look closely, you can see that this rope here comes in from the back. So I'm going to make my working end follow it through the knot. So I'm going to pull that tight in there. Now I'm just going to make these ropes follow each other. So this is going to go behind my standing end, come over it, and poke down through the middle of the knot. I'm going to bring it around here. Now I'm going to bring it up through the back of the knot. Pull out my tail and pull it tight. So that's the follow-through method of making a loop knot. You can also use the figure 8 knot as a bend to tie two ropes together. So we're going to take one rope and tie a loose figure 8. Now we're going to take our second rope and use the follow-through method. So this happens to be the other end of the same rope, just for this demonstration. So now you're going to come in where the end of your first rope is. This one's going to come through here and follow it through the knot. You're going to pull in probably 16 inches for this size rope. And you're gonna make sure that you keep those ropes side by side all the way through the knot. You don't want them twisted and crossed over each other. So the first rope is on the outside here, coming around. So this new rope's gonna be on the inside. Poke it down through there. Now we're going around to turn the opposite way, so it's on the outside. I'm gonna bring it up through the back of the knot and pull it tight. Notice the tails are on the opposite sides. And one's on the top and one's on the bottom. Pull it good and tight, and that is a very secure knot. So when should you use the figure 8 instead of the bowline? That's a very good question. I use the bowline all the time. It is quick to tie, it's very strong, and it does not jam, which makes it easy to untie when you're done with the knot. Now, if you're going to try to use a rope for a safety harness, use the figure 8. It is a lot stronger, but it tends to jam, so it's harder to untie. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.